We have some very special guests with us here today to celebrate this double event, if you like. We have from Delhi, we have our High Commissioner, the new British High Commissioner, Sir Dominic Asquith, who is with us. We have, on behalf of the government, Maharashtra, the Honourable Mr. Subhash Desai, the Minister for Industries. And we have, to say a few words perhaps on behalf of Shakespeare, if you like, we have Sir Ian Mckellen, who needs no introduction whatsoever. Now, of all the people you have come here to hear speak, I am the least of them. So, without further ado, please join me in giving a very warm welcome for Sir Ian Mckellen. Thank you.
Good evening. How wonderful to be here. Queen has never asked me to her birthday party before. I'm very glad to be here for the first time. I did see her quite recently when I was invited to Buckingham Palace to pick up a medal. And if I'd realised I was coming here today, I would have worn it. I see medals are in order. It was a medal I was proud to receive because it was for my services to drama and my services to equality. And that's how the world has changed since the Queen's reign began. She doesn't have long to talk to you, of course, but as your head comes up from the bow and the medal is put on, that there is a chance for a brief exchange. And I suppose she looked at my balding patch and my grey hair, and as I came up, she offered the comment, "You've been doing this for an awfully long time." And looking back into that charming but slightly wrinkled face, I riposted, "Not as long as you have." And she rewarded with a very royal smile, and I might even say a little bit of a giggle. I have been throughout my career in constant debt to the British Council. And there are not many of you old enough to remember the time when the British Council had enough money to take abroad large theatre companies, but I could take advantage of that beneficence and was in Europe playing Hamlet and Richard II and I think Edward II. More recently, King Lear and Richard III in Tokyo and across the United States and Europe, but never in India until now. So I wanted to thank the British Council, who with the British Film Institute suggested that I might come and support the season of Shakespeare on film that I hope you'll take advantage of. And they said, "You can go anywhere in the world, Ian." And I said, "Well, first I'd like to go to India, please." So that's why I'm here. I asked to come. It's been very, very moving. It's always touching to me to make contact with other people from the theatre and from the film industry, and of course Bollywood in Mumbai is the centre of it all. And if you like the outfit I'm wearing this evening, it comes courtesy of Kiran and Amir Khan, who thought that I was slightly underdressed and needed something decent to wear on this particular occasion. I've met LGBT activists last night at the Kashish Film Festival. I've talked to people who are concerned about film, about theatre, about gay rights, and I felt that I've really become a visiting citizen to this great city. So it's with enormous pleasure that I thank everybody who got me here and thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Ian, for those lovely words, and it gives me great pleasure to say a few words on behalf of Her Majesty and on behalf of the UK government. Please join me in welcoming the newly appointed British High Commissioner to India, Sir Dominic Asquith.
Minister, thank you for your presence, eminent guests. I think this is the third act, which is usually the heart of the play. I wish. It is a wonderful occasion to celebrate the 90th birthday for Her Majesty. And we have this quaint custom Britain where we toast the person. So, before I proceed, I will do a traditional thing on these occasions. The Queen.
Queen.
I have known a day of my life when she hasn't been Queen. And looking around this room, I'm sure it's true of all of you as well, almost. But it is an important thing for many of us in our lives to have lived with a monarch who has been so much, literally, in our lives, throughout our times. But we also are here to celebrate something else, which is, for me, a sustained partnership between Britain or the United Kingdom and India. And that all those intimate ties that bind us together, whether we're old or young. Because we both share a great deal. Democracy, India is a bit bigger than ours. Growing economies, India, I'm afraid at the moment, compared to ours, is growing a bit quicker. A terrific culture, epitomized by Ian tonight. A very vibrant media. Just behave yourselves tonight for once. And then those delightful peculiarities of the English language. And we share, we learn, we work together as partners. And it's a really rich foundation for future collaboration. I arrived, it's still only a matter of weeks, but I am determined that over the next 4 years as High Commissioner, that we will have a partnership, we will create a partnership which is ambitious, which is confident, and which is coherent. And that partnership has to be for the benefit of both of us. And it's got to contribute to the prosperity, to the security, to the cultural and intellectual richness of both sides. Britain, from our side, is very hungry to do more with India, and that was very evident when Prime Minister Modi was in London at the end of last year. And our shared task is now to convert an aspiration into something real, into something that we actually achieve, and so demonstrate the value of that partnership that we're trying to bring together. Gathered here as I look around this room this evening, there are many people who hold the keys to the success of that task. To those, quite as many as I would like to see, who represent the up-and-coming young talent of tomorrow. Perhaps I'm being unfair to some of you. But anyway, for those who are the up-and-coming talent, you do epitomize contemporary India, the self-confident, the ambitious, the brimming with creativity and ideas and innovation. You are truly made in India. That's the ones who are the future. So those a bit closer to my age, or even those more venerable than me, I just say two things. One, I'm going to be nice to you. One, firstly, let us ensure that for that next generation, we leave the best models to follow and the best conditions in which they can flourish. But for those who aspire to even greater ambitions, let us try.